you. You just a rat. You go your way, I go my way. It don't mean it's smoke. You know what I'm saying?
For him, and I think that's where the, you know, and I'm glad you and Wack.
All that shit, I'm going to keep it a brick. All that shit that Wack was saying, that shit is cap. That is not how it go. Just because you call a nigga a rat, that don't mean you got to kill him when you see him. That's just like saying any nigga you call a bitch, you got to kill him. If you see a fan on the internet comment shit and you say, man, shut your little weird ass up. Oh, when I see you, I got to do something to you. That ain't how that go. You could feel a type of way about a nigga and a nigga go their way and you go your way.
Agree to disagree.
Unless it's words. Unless I tell you. If I would have went on the internet or went on the song and said, hey, when I see 6ix9ine, I'm going to do something to him, then I got to stand on
Academics,
that.
the day after we was in the club, you posted 6ix9ine was in the club with 21 or some shit. That shit didn't bother us.
We're back at EBN Speeches. Today we're going to be getting to 21 Savage and 6ix9ine, Tekashi, to Snitch, Rat 9, whatever you want to call him, or Daniel Hernandez if you want to address him by his government name. Academics and 21 Savage were addressing the situation, as well as 21 Savage's manager were addressing the situation where 6ix9ine and 21 Savage were in the club rocking, bumping cheeks together while 21 Savage was in that mug, upset that he was even in that joint, right? So the manager went on Academics' Off the Record podcast as well as 21 Savage, and I think another one of their friends was there as well. But 21 Savage and the manager were discussing how they were in the club at the same time as 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine had the video that Academics posted and sent to Academics. Was like, yo, if this is someone else, you would post it. So post my damn video, right? So 6ix9ine said, yo, post my damn video. So 6ix9ine had Academics post the video with him being in the club at the same time as 21 Savage, right? So in the beginning, the manager said they been saw that 6ix9ine was there because he was trying to get to the club and situate everything, and he found out in that moment before 21 Savage even got there that 6ix9ine was ready at the club, right? So he was like, 6ix9ine gonna be at the club. He told 21 Savage, yo, 6ix9ine's at the club right now, and 21 Savage just laughed. It was like, 6ix9ine at the club, right? And I think 6ix9ine goes about things in a way where he feels like everyone wants him to die. I think it's really just the 9 Trey Blood members. More times than not, a lot of people in this world don't want to actually go to jail over this man just because he's a known snitch. A lot of people are not about to throw their life away. You may have people do things like throw drinks at him, like the guy at the UFC, or like somebody, like people like pretending that they're gonna run up on him. But at the end of the day, like, are you really about to throw away your whole life for a person that didn't do nothing to you specifically? Like, yeah, he may be a known rat. You may do things like once again throw things at him, but are you really gonna do something substantial to end and impact your career, your life, your family, your livelihood in general? No, that's stupid. And if you do that, you're stupid. And I don't even want to encourage you to do that. You're stupid. If you go up and you do something to this man and he has not done anything to you specifically, you're stupid and you don't value your life. There's much more things to do in life than go mess with this guy, right? And that's what 21 Savage and his manager were thinking about. They were like, yo, we don't have no beef with you specifically. We see you, acknowledge you, and go about our life. We don't care. You a rat. You ain't rat to us, but you a rat. Like, that's it. Like, I know how to move around you. Even Academics would say that about 6ix9ine. He said, that's my guy, but I know not to do certain things around him because I see what his character is. Sometimes that's just your homie, or even if it's not your homie, because 21 Savage's case is not his homie, but DJ Academics' case, that's his homie. He's like, yo, that's my homie, but I know how to move now. I'm not going to go ahead and do some criminal activity around him if I ever end up doing criminal activity. You just go ahead and y'all just be friends. Y'all do friendly stuff. Y'all have friendly conversations. They talk about music. They talk about cars. They talk about regular stuff. They do regular people stuff. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to where, you know, they trying to get into hood activity, criminal activity. Not that DJ Academics does that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But 21 Savage was like, yo, bro, if you had a beef with me and we had issues, right? Why didn't you pull up on me with that the way that she was coming with that angry energy with Meek Mill, right? And he addresses the Meek Mill 6ix9ine conversation in, I believe, a parking garage where 6ix9ine was standing behind 90 security guards, according to 21 Savage, and Meek Mill was there with his security guards and had nothing else to do, right? So 21 Savage in that case is picking a side, which he already said in the interview that you have to pick a side. So his opinion, honestly, in this case is very biased, and I can't really take it super seriously because his opinion is clearly swayed by him being cool with Meek Mill. So in that case, him and Meek Mill are already cool, so he obviously knows that 6ix9ine has beef with Meek Mill, and he doesn't really particularly like 6ix9ine in general because 6ix9ine is a rat, right? So of course he's gonna take Meek Mill's side and say, yo, what did you want Meek Mill to do? You want him to crash out and woo woo? But then DJ Academics is like, yo, you out here saying that you're gonna crush this man for the culture and you gonna take him down, and you are making it very known you don't like this man, but then when you see him, you don't crash out. You don't immediately like start swinging or make it very known that you're trying to press him, right? Meek Mill is given like a lot of cred nowadays, though. I can't lie. He's given a lot of cred where it's like he can play both sides, which is kind of confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. As a bystander, it's kind of confusing to me where it's like he talks about a lot of street stuff in his music because, you know, he says it where he's like, he still be in the trenches, he still be around it. So he's just talking about the things that he's around, right? So I understand that. And music is very much the best when it's believable and it brings to the forefront what you're actually going through in your real life and things that you've seen and experienced, right? So I get that. But then at the same time, he's not really made to have to back it up because, you know, he's doing the whole police reform thing. And is he really still even doing that? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the police reform thing and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, as supporters, you can't blame us for being confused because Mans gets on songs, raps about the street stuff that he would still do because it's not like he's rapping it from the past. He raps about street stuff like he would still go ahead and do street stuff to this damn day. So you go ahead and doing that, but then you also talking about like justice and police reform. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of playing two sides of the fence. And then you over here saying that you're going to take somebody down, but then all in all, when it comes down to it, you don't want to go back to jail, so you don't actually want to do these things in real life. But then you go ahead and you say on Clubhouse that you would get academics greenlit. You like there's just too many sides of the coin being played, and I think that street guys will always give Meek Mill that benefit of the doubt because a lot of them grew up listening to him. Like NBA YoungBoy grew up listening to Meek Mill, Lil Durk, 21 Savage. Like a lot of these guys came up looking up to Meek Mill. He was like the standard of street status. You know what I'm saying? The same way that I'm sure a lot of people grow up listening to, they're gonna grow up listening to Pop Smoke, and he's gonna be the standard of street status. Bobby Shmurda and them, GS9, and even Lil Durk. A lot of people look at Lil Durk as the standard of street status. But you know, even Lil Durk's going through right now where his homie Vaughn got into an altercation, and you know, no one has slid for Vaughn yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that in that aspect though, because bro, if someone slides for King Vaughn, not to say they haven't, cause I think that they've already been trying, but the second that man dies, it's going right back to Dirk. Like the second, if that man die, I won't even say when. The second that if something happens to Quando Rondo or Lil Tim or anything, it's going right back to Dirk and them, and it's gonna they're gonna be evidence number one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Dirk is at the point where he's getting nominated for Grammys. Like the man was doing criminal activity in Chicago to being nominated for a Grammy, being on both Kanye and Drake's albums. It's like, you know, like I'm not saying take the L, but at this point, it's like you have so much more to lose than you did at one point in life. At one point in life, you may not have had as much to lose. Now you have so many, like your whole career, you're at the highest point of your career. Do you want to lose it? You know what I'm saying? And at this point, he probably has to think by himself where he's like, does he want to lose it? You know what I'm saying? And that's what 21 Savage was saying about the whole Meek Mill and 6ix9ine situation. Why would he go ahead and risk, you know, I believe he may still be on probation. Like, why would you go ahead and risk that? You know, why would you go ahead and put your life in risk and danger over this colored-haired goofy? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about him that much to call him color-haired goofy. I'm just telling you what the world thinks. This is what the world they calls him the color-haired goofy. You know what I'm saying? They call him, they believe him to be goofy. At least the people that don't like him. But there is still a hell of people that like him. Judging by, I believe in Europe, there's a monument, or not a monument, a mural that they put up recently with 6ix9ine next to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like people still herald 6ix9ine very, very much. And honestly, his time in hip hop is gonna be a part of hip hop history in the hip hop history books, whether or not you like it or not. He is a part of hip hop history for real. Like his run that he had was just is unlike anyone else's, you know? So, but I do agree with 21 Savage. If 6ix9ine really felt that 21 Savage had the energy, but I will say that in the interview as well, 6ix9ine was saying that he had no problem with 21 Savage. It's these rappers have problems with him. So if you have a problem with him, you run up on him. But 6ix9ine has a problem with Meek Mill. So that's when he did the whole run up on. So I can see both sides of the coin, right? Because 6ix9ine will say that, bro, I didn't have no problem with all these rappers. These rappers have problems with me and they talk about me. So, I mean, that's why he has continuous beef with King Von, even though the man is deceased. And he has beef with Dirk and he has beef with Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? But he actually has beef with these people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he says there's other rappers that he don't even care about that they'll talk about him. You know, he took the situation where, like, I think somebody surprised 21 Savage. This talked about in the interview as well, that somebody surprised 21 Savage with like a mannequin, like a bloody mannequin with rainbow hair on it, something like that. And 6ix9ine took it to be like so offensive or something like that. But 21 Savage was like, yo, bro, if you had the energy, you should have came up to me all rah loud, and you would have got handled. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, these are all celebrities, like in public figures. I don't think any one of them wants to crash out. And any one of them wants to just go up to anybody by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so 21 Savage talking about, like, if you would have just came up to me with no security, like, then yeah, of course, talking about rah, you're gonna get handled. But at the same time, why would he do that? Because 21 Savage, even though you a street guy, would you do that? Like, would you go up to somebody dolo? Like, these people are at too high of a status to even risk any of these things that a lot of them talk about. You know, they are too high of a status to risk going to jail. They're too high of a status and influence to risk doing something stupid that people will ultimately mimic. Like, people are gonna end up mimicking the life of young boy, and it's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people have influence. Like, once you reach certain status, you have influence. Now someone's looking at you like, yo, I can follow this exact path that this man did. And, you know, do you necessarily want that for somebody? I don't think you want that for somebody to mimic the same mistakes and habits that you did on your life, because those necessarily probably weren't good habits, you know? But circling back to the topic at hand, 21 Savage speaks on 6ix9ine on the Off the Record podcast, and also refers to the Meek Mill and 6ix9ine parking garage incident, and says, yo, 6ix9ine, if you had issue with me, you should have came up on that rah-rah Lady Gaga, because you would have got smacked with the knife on my face. You feel what I'm saying? I would have ripped it off my forehead, stabbed you with it a couple times, put it back on my forehead. You know what I'm saying? That's what went down according to 21 Savage. But 6ix9ine is like, yo, bro, I ain't had no issue with you. You feel what I'm saying? You had issue with me. So if you had issue with me, you should have said something. You should have pushed up on me. You should have ran up on me. You know what I'm saying? You should have said, yo, leave the security behind. I'm going to go snuff this man. And, you know, Wack 100 also said, if you know a rat's a rat, you got to kill that man. I don't think it should be that deep. Why should it be that deep? If he didn't affect you specifically, why is it that deep? Why is it anybody that don't like rats got to go kill this man? Why is it that anybody that don't like rats got to go push up on him? The man did not do nothing to you specifically. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like we should be in a more of a world. And honestly, the whole 6ix9ine thing kind of represents a lot of the world, where it's just like, we pay attention and feed into stuff that don't got nothing to do with us. Don't got nothing to do with us. Like, if we would just pay less attention to things that just don't have nothing to do with us, we would probably live much happier lives. And you could probably say, yo, Taylor, you doing the same thing, talking about this on your EBN Speaks video for the entertainment of your wolf pack. But that's exactly why I'm doing it. You think I talk about these things in my regular everyday life? No, I don't care. In my regular everyday life, I go play basketball, I make music, I do things that is not caring about these people's lives. But when I get on the camera and I talk to you about what's going on, I'm letting you be informed and be interdamned. And that's why I do this. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe to EBN Music Media. Make sure you check out EBN TV on Roku. You can check out all original EBN Elajas Broadcast Network content over there. Over 8+ hours of content on that channel. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe to that channel as well and add it to your Roku channels. And make sure you check out the vlog channel, where I do my daily activities and we do fun things and I travel, and you get different places that you should go visit to on that vlog channel. Make sure you also follow Taylor Elajas on Instagram, where you can see all of the above and more. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Elajas, and you're watching EBN Speaks.